Would you love to gain global recognition that would set you apart for life? Then make it a date with Victoria Ukpaka, a certified digitally skilled value delivery strategist. She's also a content and creative writer skilled in audio transcription, ebook formatting, and online publishing. She is the founder and chief operating officer of Value Corp Global, which is focused on teaching you how to deliver your value online and monetize it. Register today at www.chidamsacademy.com/QLS 2020 to learn from the last lady standing.
Okay, hello everybody. Good evening. This is Chijams, and I welcome you guys to another section of Quantum Leap Summit. So today we're having a very prestigious person, someone I hold dearly to my heart, Madam Victoria Ukpaka. She is a certified digitally skilled value delivery strategist. She's also a content and creative writer skilled in audio transcription and ebook formatting and online publishing too. She's the founder and COO of Value Corp Global, which is focused on teaching individuals how to deliver value online and how to monetize it effectively. She's also one of the pioneers and forerunners of the Blockchain for Ladies program, an international phenomenal project aimed at putting ladies at the forefront of the blockchain ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, I would want you to help me, join me as we welcome Madam Victoria Ukpaka as she shares with us on how to skill yourself for how to become a person of value through skills acquisition and personal development. Good evening, Ma, and you're welcome.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Chijams. Thank you for this opportunity. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you clearly, ma'am.
All right. I'm really glad to be on this call this evening. Thanks for the opportunity. So, good evening, everyone. So today I'll be talking about becoming a person of value through skills acquisition and personal development. I know you all can hear me. So, but if you're on the other side of my voice, I want you to say to yourself, I am not ordinary. I can do all that I set my heart to do. I have all I need to achieve, all I want to achieve. Okay? I believe you said this after me. Just say to yourself, I am not ordinary. I can do all that I set my heart to do, and I have all I need to achieve, all I want to achieve. Now, some of you now might be thinking, if I'm another motivational speaker. Now, the thing is, a lot of persons have issues with motivational speakers because they feel that they're not realistic what they are saying. But the truth is, if you're not seeing the results that those people are talking about, it doesn't mean that the problem with what they are saying. It doesn't mean that the problem with the method. It could be the problem with how you are trying to deliver the methods they've shown you. Now, I'm a keen believer in all the speakers because they help me to get to where I am today. I read a lot of books years ago, and most of these people, things they said, I tell myself every time that if there's a problem, if there's a challenge with what I'm doing, if I'm not getting the result I want, the problem is not in whatever I'm trying to do. The problem could be in the way I'm trying to deliver it. So I check my methods. I check what I've been doing. I try to tweak it until I can get the result I want. So I don't blame the speaker. I don't blame the book I've read. I don't blame it. I check how I've been doing that thing. So the truth is, we shouldn't blame motivational speakers for our woes. I don't know, but even some persons, when they graduate from school, they find out that there's a disparity between school education and real life application. Me, I was in that shoe about 4 years ago. It's going to 4 years now. I think August to make it 4 years. And you find out that as an individual, what you studied in school and the real life, there's just so much gap. There's just so much gap between them. And you find it very hard to bridge it. It's like you can't even use a CV to get any job anywhere. And you find a pharmacist looking for a job in the bank. Hope you can still hear me. Hello.
Yes, we are with you, ma'am. We can hear you clearly.
All right. Okay, so you find that there's a big disparity between school education and the real life situations. So how do you bridge this gap? How do you bridge this gap? So the truth is that school does not teach you how to handle real life expectations, real life scenarios, real life jobs. Nobody will be willing to employ somebody they don't need. You know, sometimes we blame we blame all these companies and all that they don't want to employ you. They say they're looking for, maybe they have like 3 openings, 4 openings, 10 openings, and over 100,000 persons come to apply for 10 openings, and you're wondering, but nobody is looking for, they're actually looking for there's something they are looking for, and when they get it, they don't really care about the rest of the people. They can't pay you, they won't pay you money for something they don't need. People will always pay you for a value they need. If you have the value they're looking for, they will pay you for it. So the point here is that as a person, you need to find out how you can deliver value to wherever. If you're going to apply to work in any place, you need to find out how you can fill whatever space they're looking for, more than their expectations. That way you'll be indispensable. So there's a disparity between school education and real life situations, but that doesn't mean there's no space there. There's always space for anybody that is qualified. So a good learner will always ask questions. There's something you should know. I'm someone that believe in personal development a lot. Like, I believe in intentional growth. I believe in being able to look into the future, like know what you want and know how to go for it. So if you're someone who know the future he or she wants to build, you should be able to know how to ask the right questions. You know, there are a lot of young people are very lackadaisical about their lives, about their things, about their goals and all. It's like they're done with school, they just sit down and expect them to get a job. It's like you're expecting life to play to your terms. But then if you're passive about life, you won't really get anything out of it. Most persons that get things out of life, people that play an active role in their life. You have to really be intentional about it. And one way to be intentional about your life is to ask questions when necessary. A good question will always get you the right answer. Now, if you hit a challenge, the first thing you ask yourself is, like, how did I get here? Why is this thing happening? Like, by the time you keep on asking questions, and you get the answers as you're asking the questions, you eventually get to the right answer. Now, I'm not trying to do a lot of plenty motivational talk or anything. I'm just trying to tell you things that have helped me come this far. I had to make an intentional choice some years ago that if I'm going to be who I want to be, I'm going to have to play an active role in that. Like, if I'm going to be a person of value, if I want to make as much money as I want to, if I want to do anything, I'm going to have to play an active. Don't have to sit around and wait for life to happen. The funny thing is that life is not fair. That's the truth. Life is not fair. Life will not get you a job because you're a graduate. Life will not give you a job because you graduated with a first class. Or life will not get you a job because you've been suffering all your life. If you don't do anything about your situation, it's not going to change. That's the truth. It's not going to change. So I told myself I was going to do something about myself, or whatever it is, that wherever I want to get to. So I have to intentionally don't allow situations control my results. Instead, I intentionally set my results into motion. I intentionally take advantage of opportunities. Because the thing is, some people also think that opportunities have to happen to them. Like, maybe, but if you're not preparing for something, you won't be able to recognize it even if it hits you in the face. That's why that popular saying that says when opportunity meets preparedness, success is inevitable. And that's the truth. If you're not prepared, even if you see the opportunity, you will miss it because you were not ready for it. You were not prepared for it. So the right questions will always lead you to the right answers. If you're in middle of any challenge, be it financial, anything, you have to ask questions. When you ask questions, you look for ways to get the answers. So now it's apparently evident that, you know, skills are what sets you apart. If you Google the hard skills and soft skills of 2020, you will see a lot of skills there. There's a whole lot about, some persons think that because I'm this should happen to me. It doesn't always work that way. It doesn't always work that way. Or just more like saying, it's more like saying, because, like I said earlier, because life has been so tough on you, life should have pity on you, and then it won't always work that way. So the truth is, you have to set your everything. So you have to set your balls in place too, so that you can get the right result. So nothing changes in your life until you do something about it and change it. So, and also there's another problem people have. If you ask people some questions, what do you want to do with yourself? What do you want to do with your life? They have a long list of things they want, and they ask them, okay, what is the most important thing you need to get these things in, to get it rolling, to get the ball rolling? Some of them will mention money, if not all of them. But the truth is that money is not your problem, actually. Money is not your problem. Now, when doing the application for this Tony Lumelu fund, one of the questions that was there, they asked, they listed some things and asked which of them is the most important thing you need to start anything. You find out that money was not even the right option to select. But some young persons feel that money is their problem. Why haven't you started your plans, your goals, and everything? When I said the emotion, they say money is money. Money is not your problem. Truth is, if you have access to resources, if you have access to the internet, in fact, if you have access to the internet, you can start anything. We are in the best time in history. I say it, I'm so glad I'm born in this time of the world. In this time, I'm so glad, because I have the internet, I have the smartphone. I remember vividly when the smartphone wasn't there at all, when we used to use landlines to make calls. I remember when my mom used to, if she wants to make calls, she has to go and pay and then make some calls using landlines. But now we have smartphones, we can access anything from the comfort of your room. So, like, one of the things I try to show people how you can do anything, how you can dispatch anything from the comfort of your phone. In fact, this lockdown even proved that you can do anything. Most of the people that really, really maximize the lockdown are people that could effectively dispatch their businesses online, that could effectively get some resources online, that could effectively learn more things, add more skills to themselves online. Young persons feel they don't have money, but they have a smartphone and they have data. If you have data and you have a smartphone, then you're very rich. Because if you can spend time on Instagram, checking up the celebrities, then you have enough data to learn anything. There are resources on YouTube. So money is not your problem. There's always an easy way to start. That's what that always helps me. People expect, when you create something or you want to start a business, so people just expect people to come and start patronizing you just like that. People can only patronize you if you have what they need. If you have the value they're looking for, they'll pay you money for it. It's that simple. Okay, no, that's so straightforward then, but that's like a simple formula. So nobody's going to pay you money for what they don't need. So for the fact that you started a business and you just started advertising everywhere doesn't mean anybody's going to buy it. They have to be able to see value in what you're selling, and they have to be able to relate it to the fact that they need it so that they can pay you money for it. So, and a lot of persons too, they don't know how to move with the times. Times change. What is relevant yesterday might not be relevant today. So as a person, you need to always develop yourself. How do you flow with the time without losing your essence? As a person, hope you're still with me. Are you still with me?
Yes, ma. We're with you, ma.
Okay. As a person, you need to learn how to stay relevant in every season because seasons always change. Now, 10 years ago, there was no blockchain. Some years ago, there was no Facebook. There was no Amazon. There was no Uber. There was no all these things. But as soon as these things came into being, as soon as because every financial meltdown, global crisis, whatever, always bet something new. And it's always those that are ready, those that are prepared, that take advantage of it. I look as if the world is against you. Nobody's against you. It's not really village people. If all of a sudden you're no longer relevant, you have to know how to stay ahead of the time. You have to know how to stay ahead of the game. Now, you heard that, okay, blockchain is a thing, or you heard that content creation is a thing. Why don't you go and learn it? Learn it and stay relevant. Because, like I said, in a company whereby they have 1,000 workers, if they have 1,000 workers in that company, and all of a sudden the owner of the company woke up one day and decided to like lay off 500 of them. What happened to the remaining 500? Why do you think he kept them? Because they are relevant. Now, these other people that he laid off, not say their jobs are not important, but they are dispensable. Like, their job is so dispensable, like he can lay them off and know that his business will not suffer and will not shut down. There are people that will always remain relevant to that business, to that organization, even if they lay off every single person. So times is going to, as long as you're a young person, but before you get to 50 years old, so many things are going to happen. Things are going to happen. So you have to always update yourself. Personal development is an intentional thing to do. It's an intentional thing to do. Even if as a medical doctor, you don't always update your knowledge base, you'll be outdated because people want, everywhere you are, people like people that are always prompt to deliver, prompt to do anything. So how can you become prompt if you are not updated? So you have to know what is the most trending skill, where is it needed, who needs it, how do I get it, how do I learn it, where can I learn it from? Okay, fine, I can't afford it. If I tell you that most of the things I've learned, I'm a very self-taught person. See, you can't tell me, if you tell me that I can't get this thing, I'll laugh in my mind because I will get that thing, I'll get extra. I don't allow money limits me. As a matter of fact, when I got the idea for my brand Valley Corp, I had almost nothing, like I had almost no money. But some classes that I needed that would help me, they were so expensive I couldn't afford them. But I didn't stop. I didn't allow it to stop me. I hate excuses. I hate saying I can't do this because of this, especially if it's money. So I had to find places where I can learn that same thing. I got links where I can get ebooks. If I don't have money to afford the hardcover book, I'll find a library online or I find a bookstore online that can get that book for free. What's the difference? It's soft copy now. What will it cost me? Extra time to sit down and actually read it and get knowledge that I want. So I don't believe there is no way. I don't feel that I've not found a way, and I'll search to find a way. I'm a very self-taught person. I'm very self-motivated. You can't discourage me. You can't discourage me. Instead, your discouragement will only be a fuel to spur me on. So the truth is, if you're going to be a person of value, even if you're going to make money in this life, you have to look beyond. You have to look beyond. You have to look beyond all the excuses. I can't do this because of this. Because there's always an easier way. There's always something you can afford, as long as you have your smartphone and the internet. So your mindset is everything. Your mindset is everything. Because as a person, when I realized that the reason where I was as of some years ago was because there was still some level of validation I was seeking. So I had to sit down and intentionally change that mindset. As soon as I changed that mindset, things just changed. Now, if you're earning, if you check yourself now, I don't know if any of you have read the book Secret of the Billionaire Mind by Harv Eker. If you read that book, you find out that whatever level of finances you're at today is because of your what you call your financial thermostat or financial mindset or financial blueprints. If you can't see yourself having 1 million naira, you can't have it. You won't even be, the circumstances you create will not be able to produce it. You might think you need the 1 million naira, but because your mindset is set in a way that you can't make it. So if anything will change about your life, you have to start from your mindset first. Do you have the possibility mindset? A lot of people have a way of seeing what is wrong in everything. They never see what is right, and they still expect to move forward. So if you're someone that is like that, you won't be able to go far because your mind has been trained to see impossibility in anything. So it only be seeing roadblocks. You only see how things are not won't work out. But if you're someone that believes that everything is possible, everything you want is possible, it might not happen now, but eventually it will. So you won't be limited. You won't be limited by your mindset. So everything from your mindset stems from your mindset. And if you must sustain results, you must be a consistent person. There are too many hit and run people. You start something today, it's not working, you give up. You start something today, it's not working, you just divert, you start complaining, you start. Like I said, you have to know how to answer that question. If you start something and it's not working, there is something you don't know that you should apply. Why don't you go spend time and find it? It's a wasting time complaining about it and then give up and look for something else. There's always something you don't know about what you're doing, especially when you meet a roadblock or a challenge. So it's very important that you are a consistent person. Anything that you that have roots will always last. And how do you have roots? You have to consistently stay on it. You can't compare a skyscraper and a bungalow don't have the same length of foundation. Their foundations are different. The foundation of a bungalow might be shallow, but if the foundation of if a skyscraper is shallow, the skyscraper will fall. It will collapse one day, and that will be a disaster. So if where you are going to is going to be very massive, you have to spend time today in your building yourself. It's nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to do it for you. Not even your parents. Nobody. You have to intentionally it's like because there come to the life of a person who is very intentional can be lonely at times. Because sometimes you might be the only person believing in yourself. You might be the only person believing in your goal. You might be the only person liking your post on Facebook or Instagram. But you have to stay on it. You have to stay on it. You have to keep building yourself. Because I'm telling you, the blowing can happen in a day. But the process can take you years. I like looking at the pictures of Amazon, Google, Facebook, how they started. Look at it. Anybody might say, oh, Google is a billionaire, Amazon is a billionaire. But look at it. They started in their rooms, and it took them 20 years, 20-something years to get to this level of progress. And you think you can get it overnight. It doesn't happen. There's nothing like overnight success. If it happens overnight, it won't last. Why do you think people that win the lottery, they don't keep their money? Someone wins $1 million today and tomorrow is gone. Because that money had no roots. That money had no, and the person didn't have the financial mindset to manage it. That's the truth. So for it to sustain results, you must be a consistent person. You must stay consistently on it. Be someone that is self-motivated. If you get discouraged, don't worry, shut down everything, go and sleep. Sleep, pray about it, have fun. But when you come back, continue where you start. Don't be too hard on yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Make sure the goal is always in front of you. Nobody will do it for you. That life you want to live, you want to live the luxury life. You have to pay the price today. You have to stay consistent on your dreams and your goals. You have to know what kind of investments you need to do to get the results you want. So for anything you're going to deliver, if you're going to monetize it, I like to categorize it into 3. like if you're someone that teaches, let me take for example, digital marketing. I like to categorize into the product, the service, the training. Digital marketing, you can package it in as a product, you can package it as a service, you can package it as a training. And in all these three parts, you can monetize all of them. So whatever you do, you know how to do. I've met a lot of persons who have so many good things they can offer, but they don't believe in them because it comes easy for them. Anything you know how to do, anything that comes easy for you, you can monetize it. That is where your money lies. Truthfully, I remember when my youngest brother was telling me that, oh Vicky, you can actually start writing and monetize. And I was like, because it was very easy for me to like come up with the poetry. It was very easy for me to come up with short stories. I was like, really? But it's funny enough, the first $10 I ever made in this life, I ever earned in this life, came from a 250-word short story I wrote in 2016. And I was like, oh wow, really? So I can get money for something that comes so easily for me. And that was all the encouragement I needed. But what you're looking for is not so far. It's in what do you have? What can you offer? What is that thing that comes easily for you? You can monetize it as a training. You can monetize it as a service. You can monetize it as a product. And each of these three parts, they are all money waiting to happen for you. That thing you know you can teach it. That thing you know you can sell it. And that thing you know you can offer it as a service. And all of them, you can monetize all of them. Just one thing that you know how to do. You don't have to be what I do. You don't have to what Chijams do. There's something you know how to do that comes very easy for you. You can start from there. Read about it. Find out how to monetize it. Find out how to offer it in this day and time. Find out how to package it. What you're looking for in Abuja is actually right there with you. And the resources you need just not far off. It's just there on the internet. If you say you don't have money for data, but you can, if as long as you can chat on WhatsApp, you can afford to browse for an hour a day to add value to your life. So my formula for monetizing anything is value plus delivery will always give you money. Give people what they need and they'll pay you for it. Of course, there are other parts of this. There are other extra. But it's just simple. That's why I like to see myself as a value delivery strategist, because everything revolves around value. Money revolves around value. If you can deliver value, if I'm selling clothes, there's something someone needs. There's something somebody needs that you can offer. If you know how to package it, if you know how to get them to buy it, you get your money. Everybody cannot be your client. Some persons can be your clients. There are specific people that you need, not everybody. There are many people in this world. You can't sell to everybody, but you can sell to a specific kind of person. It's part of things that you need to give yourself time to learn. So you can, and all these things, you can start from your smartphone. Don't look, people, a lot of persons try to look for, you think you need an office space before you can start. At least Corona has taught us that you can do your work from the comfort of your room, your PJ, your pajamas. You can stay in your pajamas and you're with your system or your phone and you're working and you're delivering value globally. There is no, the limit of, the geographical limit has been removed. You can reach any part of the world from the comfort of your smartphone. Look at how we are doing this summit now from Zoom. I got a diploma in blended bioethics within this lockdown. And then everything was dispatched through the website. We took our courses, our classes, our quizzes, down to the retreat. The retreat we had with the professors was done on Zoom. So the internet brought a borderless avenue for you to do whatever you want to do. So if you have a smartphone, you can start anything. You can develop yourself. You can learn any skill. You can be very relevant. And I can tell you, you can earn as much as you want. So learn to start small and grow. People have that problem. Young people have that problem. Everyone wants to blow. So many wrong songs that we listen to. Learn to start small and grow. it will help you to have roots. In those days of challenges, in those days of the storms, growing gradually will help you stand whatever that will happen. But if your growth is too sporadic, you will not have the right substance to sustain you when the time comes. So let's start small and grow. Because so you can always look back at 10 years. So when you look back at 10 years ago, you'll be like, oh wow, this was where I started and all that. So your frustration about money will end the day you stop thinking about yourself and start thinking about others. I realized that most of our complaints come from us. We are always thinking of self. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, that. Oh, I've been trying to get that. I've been trying to get that, but I couldn't. But do you know that if you start thinking about others, what you're looking for will come to you? In fact, your frustration level will reduce. The money you're looking for is in somebody's hands. If you start thinking of how you can deliver value to other people, you realize, in fact, you will forget about your personal frustrations. You'll always be productive because you're always thinking, how do I package this better? How do I make sure my clients are well served? Oh, I didn't do this right. How do I make it better? The more, in fact, you stop having less frustrations. When some people, in fact, sometimes think about yourself and bring depression. You think about what is wrong with yourself, what is not working right, what is not going well. You keep on thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and then days pass, enter into weeks, and you've not achieved one thing. But the day you start thinking about what do I have that I can use to deliver value to other people, your frustration will end. The day you earn your first 1,000 naira, or your first 10,000 naira, or your first 100,000 naira, that day you're so motivated that you'll be ready to run with anything. So stop thinking about yourself, what you are not doing right, what is not working out right for you. Start thinking about how you can deliver the value you have to other people. And at the end of the day, you feel satisfied. You'll be like, what? Just one person that tells you, oh wow, what you gave me changed my life. I was able to do this because of you. I was able to achieve this because of you. That is very satisfying. Nothing gives me joy more than that. Hearing from someone that, oh, I was able to do this because of you. It's better than and all those testimonials encourages you to do better. So you exchange value for money. Always think value first. Or if you can think value first, money will come. Of course, I'm not talking about Ponzi kind of money, but money that comes gradually. So you are responsible for where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and how you want to do it. Personal development is your choice, not the school you went to, not the company you're working for, not the organization you're working for. Personal development is your choice. There is someone what you need. Money is in somebody's hands. Product is in your own hand. Product, service, or training is in your own hand. Offer it and exchange it. You exchange value for money. Like you give the person value, the person gives you money. So you have to learn the semantics around this. Like how do you now actually practically bring this into bear? So intentionally give yourself to learning. Intentionally. This is not, it will not happen to you. Learning will not happen to you. You have to intentionally do it. You have to say, I'm going to spend 1 hour watching Brian Tracy on YouTube. I'm going to spend 1 hour listening to Grant Cardone on YouTube. I'm going to take 1 hour reading Sell Like Crazy by Sabri Subi. I'm going to spend 1 hour, doing something that will add value to yourself. It opens your eyes. Like you'll be so amazed at the wealth of knowledge that you will get. You'll be so amazed at how you're going to deliver things. That is why I like every time the main reason for Value Corp is to, help people do all these things, like help you deliver your value, learn what is attainable from as little as nothing, like from where you are, from your comfort zone, from your smartphone. Because many persons have challenge of starting, they think they have to start up from the highest point, but no, you can start from where you are and then you can walk up there and then you go. So Invest in the value you need. People don't know how to pay for value. Even if you don't have money, like I said earlier, you have data. Even if you can't afford some classes that you need, you can afford some courses that you need, you can afford some trainings, there's a way to get things that are equivalent to those things. And eventually you have the money to afford all these things. So let's invest in the value you need. If you need extra knowledge, there is YouTube. YouTube that gives you the free value. There is the internet. Invest your time. If you can't invest money, pay for value. Pay for value. Some people don't know how to pay for value. They just don't know how to pay for value, for real. And I'm like, come on. But you can buy whatever. You can buy a good pair of shoes. Of course, it's good to take care of your physical self. But also, your intellectuals need also that money. Invest time and invest intentionality. Be intentional about whatever it is you want to do. So we are gifts to each other. We are gifts to each other. I'm a gift to Chijam. Chijam's a gift to me. There's something that he can offer that I need. So if he has it, I can get it from him. There's something I can offer that he would need and he'll get from me. We are gifts to each other. And that's how the exchange happens. If I have, how did the money even start? Money started as exchange by barter. I have beans, you have rice, we just exchange. I can have everything in the world. Even the richest person still needs to buy clothes, still needs to travel with his private jet. So which means he needs services of a pilot. He needs services of, shopping malls and all those things, even though he has lots and lots of money. So what is he doing? He's exchanging his money for what he needs. So we need each other. We are gifts to each other. So we have to learn to work with each other, flow with each other, patronize each other. That way we all move. There's something you have that someone else needs. You need to know how to give it and receive what you need. So life is all about exchange. You're always exchanging something for the other for another thing. Another thing you should also notice, if you're going to be a person of value, if you're going to be someone who's going to develop their skill, you have to learn to be a copycat. I'm not saying you should go and photocopy somebody's everything. I mean, when I say be a copycat, somebody is already doing what you want to do. Watch them, learn from them. There are all some people out there delivering things similar to what you want to start. Follow them. There should be maybe your invisible, not invisible, how will I put it now? Let me say online mentors. People just follow. Look at how they're doing it. Ask questions about how they're packaging whatever they are delivering. Be a copycat of great people. There's a time the persons don't know how to maximize opportunities. If you're opportune to meet Bill Gates now, what would be the question you're asking? If you're opportune to meet Jeff Warren Buffett and the billionaires in the world, what would be the question you ask? So a lot of people last time start. Of course, if it gives you plenty money, that's good, but that money will not last for you. But if they can give you a secret to what they are doing, if they can give you just one line from their knowledge base about how they do what they do, it will yield you even much more money than they will ever give you. So let's be a copycat of great people. Look at them, mirror what they are doing, find out what they are doing to get to where they are. Don't just assume things. So we're gifts to each other, be a copycat of great people. And the time to do anything you want to do is now. It's not tomorrow. Don't wait till you have plenty money. Don't wait till the idea is big. Even if you have the slimmest, when you get the idea, start working on the idea, start developing and building it. The idea will not materialize out of nowhere. You have to work on it. You have to build it. Don't procrastinate. Procrastination will steal your time. The time is now. Because before you know it, the way cars are flying these days, just yesterday we're in June, today we're in July. So which means you don't even have the time. Time doesn't wait for you. So the best time to start whatever you want to do The best time to develop that skill that will make you a better worker in your workplace, the best time to develop that skill that will give you lots and lots of money is now. It's not tomorrow. That's what something I want to bring to your notice also. There's no perfect time. I've heard lots of excuses is I couldn't do this because this wasn't conducive. There can never be a conducive time to start something great. You have to learn to maximize every little chance you get. Sometimes we live in an environment whereby we don't even have breathing space to do what we really want to do. Especially maybe if you're living with your parents or you're living with persons that, put you under lots of pressure to do other menial tasks or to do other things that are so opposite to what you want to do. There are small times. I'm very sure they don't send you on errands or send you to do things in the midnight from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. If you can find time to sleep during the day so you can be awake at night and build on your goals and build on your dreams, it will do you a lot of good. So the time is now. You can't wait till when you get married. You can't wait to when things get better. It will never get better than it is now. No, I don't mean it that way. I mean, it will never. Now is the best time. That if you keep on waiting for time, it's going to get better. I'm telling you that the economic situations might not be favorable. And before you know it, years have passed. 5 years might seem like a long time, but I'm telling you, if you don't do anything about your dreams and your goals today, 5 years will come and pass, and you wish that you started 5 years ago. You think 5 years is far. Wait until 5 years have passed, and you realize that 5 years wasn't far, but it's enough to start anything. So the best time to start anything you want to do is now. If you have something you want to build, you have a skill you want to develop, you have something you want to learn, the best time to start is now. Don't wait till times get better. You maximize every single time you have, even when you're in toilet. Learn to always maximize time. Like every 10 seconds you have, every 10 seconds you maximize is better than 1 hour that you wasted. So there's no secret formula to success. Stop looking for secret formulas. Some people are looking for what is the secret formula to this is. If you realize everything follows the same pattern, there is always a process. There is always a process you have to follow. There's always step-by-step process. There's no shortcut in life. The funny thing is that those shortcuts are even longer than the real path. By the time you go enter into the shortcut, you realize it just takes you into an unending spiral. And you wish that you are taking the real cut, the real path. So stop looking for shortcuts or that secret thing that will make you achieve one very sharp overnight success. It does not happen. It cannot happen. The only thing is that it will be like a social media fame, whereby it only lasts 1 week and everybody will forget about you and move on to the next trending thing. There's many things that take people's attention these days on the internet. So you can reign in 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, and everybody forgets about it and move on to the next most interesting thing. But if you're going to be a person that will last in what you're doing, if you're going to keep on, you're someone that will have repeatable success, you have to follow due process. Be a person of process. Don't rush anything. I believe in process. I believe in preparation. I believe in personal development a lot. I believe in intentionality. Don't leave your success to chance. Don't leave your life to chance. Don't be passive about it. Don't just wake up. Don't just sleep. Don't sleep all day. Why will you be sleeping all day? If they ask you, say, my parents not allow me. There are times your parents will travel or something. Just don't be passive about your life. Be an active participant in your own life. Intentionally say no to some things. Intentionally say yes to some things. Don't just stay there and waiting for life to happen to you. Life is not fair. It will do to you whatever it wants. It will give you, and the funny thing is that what life will give to you, you will hate it. You won't like it. But if you intentionally work towards your life, intentionally add value to your life, intentionally give value to others. My slogan is always value first, because when value goes first, money will come plus every other thing. So learn to invest in yourself. You don't need so much money. Money is not your problem. If you have a smartphone, and if you're listening to me right now, it's obvious, it's apparent that you have a smartphone, which means you have access to the internet, which means you have all you need to start whatever you want, to monetize anything, to earn. Look for those relevant skills that are available today. Go to the internet. As a blockchain, the blockchain is a trending technology today. You can be a blockchain writer. You can be a blockchain copywriter. You can be a blockchain web developer. You can be a blockchain community manager. You can be a blockchain telegram manager. Like, there are lots and lots of it. All you have to just learn how to dispatch those things, and then look for where you will be relevant and apply. And I love all these people because there are always opportunities to be relevant, intentionally be an irrelevant person. And how do you do it? You need to invest in yourself, your time, your resources, and intentionality. So learn to do the work. There is no secret formula. There's no hit and run kind of formula. There's always process. You have to be consistent. So thank you very much. I believe you picked one or two things from what I just said. So far, so good. If you have any questions, I would answer them.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma. I picked a whole lot of things from what you said today. First off is that monetizing the digital industry requires it's in three ways. You have the product, the service, and the training. So whatever skill it is that you or anyone have, you can package your skill as a product, you can package your skill as a service, and you can package your skill as a training. And then you said something that really caught my attention because it's actually my personal experience. When you talked about how that the highest people in several industries that we know today, we are people that started as way back as 20 years ago. So I used to get this question. Okay, sorry guys. If you have a question, please ask your question on use the Q&A button on Zoom, and then if you're on Facebook, just use the comment section. We'll be able to respond to your question. Okay, my Victoria, something happened when I was in the university, right? Like I had this okay, then before I joined I gained admission. I was already a website designer and a graphic designer. So but I was still starting, I was still learning. I think that was like my preparation period. What I normally do then was that whenever university is a marketplace for a whole lot of things. So we'll get to see all fellowships and people, they are doing one kind of event or another or something, and they're sharing flyers and tracts. So I always have to, whenever I see anyone that I see that is beautiful, I'll collect it, not for the purpose of attending, right?
Yes.
But just to get the design and rush home to go and redesign it. It was that crazy. I did that for a period of 3 years. That's why whenever I post designs online and people are like, wow, your designs are amazing. How can I get to do this and do this? And I'm like, these guys don't understand. We didn't start these things today. Okay.
Exactly.
When I started designing websites, I designed websites for 200 naira, 500 naira. Then we had Wapka.movie, right? Would stay awake all night. I was in a Symbian phone then. I used my Symbian phone to design my first website. We had Wapka, we had several. We're doing things. At that time, it was like a passion for me. As long as you can give me data, I'll design a website for you. It was just like that.
Yeah.
Last week, I got a client for a website, and the client paid in 6 figures. I think that was 250,000 naira. And I was now looking back at how we started. I'm like, wow, there is actually no secret formula. This is what you just said. There's actually no secret formula to it. You are permitted to start small, but ensure that you grow, because money is given in exchange for value. I remember what Jim Rohn would always say: work on your job and you will make a living, but work on your dreams, on yourself, and you
Yeah.
will make a fortune. So if you're
Yeah.
able to learn a skill, productivize that particular skill, render your skill as a service, and then teach other people your personal experiences from the
Yeah.
skills you've learned, you will be
Exactly.
successful. There is no two ways about it.
There's
Guys,
no
I
two ways
hope you
about it.
guys have really learned, because I have learned a whole lot of things today. I really learned a whole lot of things. Value plus derivative is equals to money. Do
Yeah.
something every day that adds value to yourself. And rich people, someone said that rich people are very open to share their secrets because people don't take actions. Okay, so
Exactly.
if
That's
you
the
if
funny
you
thing.
are an action taker, you will always be successful, because you'll find out that there's actually no secret to success. It's only taking action. Follow the
Yeah.
blueprints. There has been several blueprints everywhere, and
Everywhere.
all you just need to do is look up for them, follow the blueprints, and you will be successful.
Yeah.
When
There's
you were
room
talking
upstairs. Yeah.
about, yeah, I was really blessed today. I'm really blessed, honestly. When you talked about blockchain and the different ecosystems and someone can function in the blockchain, I was smiling and grinning from ear to ear, because I'm a testimony of what blockchain can do for someone. How
Yeah.
that when I was 7, throughout my service year, I was feeding with blockchain money, or people thought I was balling, I was doing different things. We were actually gossiping, but I don't care. I was really, really enjoying blockchain and cryptocurrency money then. And also I remember one of my friends chatted me up this morning, guys, and this is for everyone that is interested. Someone is looking for a Telegram community manager. The pay is 50K for a month. If you are
Nice.
interested, just chat me up on WhatsApp. I won't be available to do such job because of the busy schedule I have. So anyone that is on this chat, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Zoom, and are interested in that particular job, just chat me up on WhatsApp. Okay, guys. I think if you want to ask your question, this is the time for you to ask. And if you guys don't have any question, I think I would ask one question myself.
All right.
Okay, ma. My question is, how do you calculate your growth? When you are in a level of personal development, when you're trying to gather skills, how do you know exactly where you are? Because, okay, this is why I'm asking this question. This morning, I
Okay.
met someone who I think personally, I think the person is still trying to grow when it comes to design and things. So I was trying to help the person, correct the person and stuff. And it dawned on me that this person does not actually know the level she is on this particular ecosystem. So inside her mind, she's thinking, wow, this is amazing. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. And then she doesn't understand that there are levels to all skills that you know. So I wanted to ask, is there any global formula or something that you can say, okay, this is the benchmark. Go and look at this. Go and see this and use this to know your exact position and level, and then know how you can grow and scale.
Okay. Okay. The truth is, personally, someone else might have a different view about this, but you're you are your benchmark. You're your benchmark, in the sense that my the level of my growth will not be the same as yours, because there are
Yes.
so many factors that surround us that are not the same. Not the same financial background, not the same parental background, not the same community. Even if you're living in the same house, even if you're born by the same parents, there are so many factors that we don't have, probably don't the same mindset or anything. So there's so many things that will actually affect, if you say it does have a particular benchmark for how your level of progress. So what I always say is, I always say, or I use for myself, is that never be found in the same place twice. Never be found making the same mistakes twice. Never be found, repeating the same errors twice. When you sit back, when you sit down to draft out your your goals, maybe goals for the month, goals for the year, always make sure that the next year you're better, the next month you're better. To someone else, it might not seem like that, but you know, you should be your own judge. You should be your own critic. Like, be your own best and worst critic. Be your own best. See, like I said, you can't discourage me, because I tell myself, oh, Vicky, you didn't do this right. Oh, okay, Vicky, this is where you need to work on. Of course, feedbacks are necessary. People can give you feedback. People can tell you whatever they want to tell you. But at the end of the day, whatever you believe is what you allow yourself to believe. So you should be your own benchmark and be honest with yourself. Many people are not honest with themselves. They don't know how to tell themselves the truth. But be honest with yourself, with your growth. And also be patient with yourself. Because a lot of factors will be working for some other person. Some persons might have someone that is ready to give them 1 million naira to start their business today. And you don't have anybody like that. You can't, if you invest that money the right way and you're starting from scratch, people's progress you can't measure it the same way. So learn to be patient with yourself, but make sure you're not found. Don't catch yourself the same place, the same level twice.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. Thank you very, very much. I actually appreciate that answer. We have somebody that is asking another question on the Q&A. He said, sometimes we don't know what to do, but we know what to do, but we're just afraid of risk. How do you think we can manage risks in our journey? What's your advice on this? Taking risk has always been my pitfall. Please share your experiences if you have any.
All right. Okay. Here is the thing. There's something that I don't know if anyone watched this movie, Spelling Bee, right? Akila and the Bee, sorry.
Akila and the Bee, yeah.
Akila and the Bee. There's something. The man that taught her how to spell. There was a frame on his wall that said, like, we are. The summary of it is that we are capable of so much. Like, we can do a lot, but we are afraid of that capacity. Like, we are afraid of what we can do. The truth is, okay, from a personal experience, I realized I was just in my room at home, and I realized that, I kept waiting for one or two persons to realize, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. I was waiting for some kind of approval, some kind of validation, before I can step out. Or just realize that, oh, this is all I can do. I'm capable of this kind of thing. So you can give me the room that I want, so you can adjust to me, or so that you can, take it easy or even support me. But the funny thing is that when I realized that I have to take that move, tell myself that whatever it takes, like I have to actually take that first step, whatever it takes. I have to be able to tell you, no, I won't be able to do this for you because I come first. You have to be able to believe in what you can do so much that you can invest your money, your time, you can risk it for it. Like the way, maybe when you encounter your first success, it will encourage you the more. But the most important thing is learn to just move. Looking back should always be to count your successes or to know what to adjust. Learn to always move. Just move. Learn to say no when necessary. It's not going to be easy. Because the future is not written out there. You can't tell this is what will happen, this is what's not going to happen, and you can't tell. You can't tell. But learn to believe in the future that you seek. Learn to believe in that your ability, and just move. And as you're moving, learn to encourage yourself, no matter what you see. Learn to encourage yourself, no matter what discouragement you see, no matter what you see on social media, no matter what anybody tells you. Learn to encourage yourself. If you take that risk, it doesn't work out, you learn something. You learn how not to do it. You learn a better way to do it. Just like, I think, who's that person that made the light bulb? eventually, I think he tried like 99 times, and the 100th time he got it right. So he learned 99 ways not to create electricity, not to make the light bulb. So just move, just take the step, just take the step, take that risk, because nothing is achieved from a comfort zone. I'm telling you, nothing can be. Sometimes when I look back and if I ask myself, what if I didn't take this step? What if I didn't listen to this person? What if I just didn't take this move? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. What if I just waited for the right time? It's never come. There's no right time. There's no right time to do anything. It's the time you move is the right time for you. So just learn to move. If you make a mistake, if you make a mistake and it doesn't work out, you learn something. You learn how not to do it. You learn a better way to do it.
Wow.
And then you might feel demoralized. Just go and sleep. Drink water. Look for your best food. Eat it. Tomorrow morning, you continue where you stopped.
Wow, thank you.
Thank
you. Yes, you did. Thank you very much, man. That's really amazing. Learn to move. There is this cryptocurrency phrase, we move. I always love to use it anytime I feel, I feel like doing something. I remember one of my very first high earning when it comes to website design. It was 10,000 naira. I was like, I think I was in 200 level then. 200 level then. So I got a contract to build a website for 10,000 naira. And imagine how 10,000 naira was a very big money at that time.
Yeah,
So I was like, wow, this is something good. I had to call my mentor, Uncle Henry. I told him, sir, I am starting up a business with 10,000 naira. And he was like, wow, this is really amazing. So what do you want to do? I told him I want to do bulk SMS websites. And in less than I think 2 weeks, I created a website for myself, and then he guided me to a whole lot of people, people that sell all those things. And then boom, we are on. That was how I started. Like I started the entrepreneurship journey with 10,000 naira from website design. So early this year, I had a lot of people asking me around, how do you do your websites? They are very beautiful. They are this, they are that. And a whole lot of you have been asking such questions too. So I decided that we are going to do a web design training. And I was not just going to do any kind of web design training. Okay, let me just share a screen. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I talked to one of my friends, and he was like, okay, so what's your plan? I told him I want to teach people how to design a website that is the kind of things that we do. And I was like, wow, that's fine. So we came up with a training. We came up with a training where we will teach people how to design websites. We called it Chijam's Academy Web Dev. So if you go to chijamsacademy.com/webdev, you would see something that we are building for everybody that is in our community. Please, this is only for Chijam's Academy students. Okay, so the idea is to train you. You know that when you are part of something, when you learn from people that have experiences, you don't just learn the skills, right? You learn this up at this time. It's going to be starting next week. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so it's going to be starting next week. We made it for 10K, right? It's actually a symbolism of the first 10K I earned in my web design journey, right? So the training it's 10K, 10,000 naira for all these things. This is what you're going to learn. Yes, you're going to learn a whole lot of things, and then we're going to take you on a 1-week mentorship program. And the idea is that at the end of the training, every participant will have their own website. So if you are thinking of starting your skills development business as a product or as a service, this is for you. Okay, so this is for you. Just go to www.chijamsacademy.com/webdev and enroll. But be that as it may, I want us to specially thank Madam Victoria for coming around tonight. She has really done us well. You know how that they say iron sharpeneth iron. We had this idea, you know, to do Quantum Leap Summit, and of course I just got a testimonial this evening for to confirm the reason behind Quantum Leap Summit. Someone came to my DM. I was crying. I'm like, oh, why crying? He was like that. This is for him. Like he didn't know how to explain himself. I had to calm him down. He was telling me how that he has been looking for how to start. He gets a whole lot of business ideas. He gets a whole lot of a whole lot of things that come to his mind. But his problem is he doesn't know how to start. And the previous sections and this section in Quantum Leap Summit has helped him scale. That is the idea behind Quantum Leap Summit. And I'm glad that our speaker today, Ma'am Victoria, came around and shared with us on the profitability of skills development and personal development. I would always quote Jim Rohn when he said that if you work on your job, you will make a living. But if you work on your personal development, you will make a fortune. Yeah. So I am really grateful for you coming around today on sharing to us the pathway to personal development. We really appreciate everything that you've done for us today. Thank you so much, man. People from Facebook are thanking you.
A pleasure.
Okay, now we have one question from Facebook. We have one question from Facebook.
All right.
Okay, I can ask, right?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Omari Faith is asking, thank you so much, man, for the lecture. I really learned a lot. My question is this: Are the acquisition of skills dependent on your line of business, and how can you know the skills to develop?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's a two-part question. Of course, if you have a business you're running or you want to start, the relevant skills that you need to scale and make that business successful, you have to find that out. Like things like management, things like sales, how to make sales, pricing strategies. There are people that are already ahead before you started this business. So you have to go and learn from them, know what they did. Of course, nobody is saying that if you apply what they did, what they applied, the exact same way they applied, you get the exact same result. Like I said, there are so many factors that wouldn't make it work out that way. So what you do is that you keep on tweaking. There's something that would work for you. You keep on tweaking. You learn, you apply. You learn, you apply till you get what works for you. So the point of it is that you don't just stop learning. Just always ask questions. You want to start a business, you want to start a B2U business, for example. Okay, what do I need? What do I need to learn? How do I sell? Who can I sell to? Who is what I'm selling? Or how do I go about this? The more you apply them, the more you see what didn't work the first time, the more you find out where you can tweak and what you can apply that place you've tweaked. So you can learn that, and also you can look for other relevant sites, because sometimes we're doing things that people don't actually need in this day and age, and it's a whole lot of energy expended, and you're complaining that nobody is patronizing you. But or if you're offering something, there's a better way to deliver it in this time and age. There's a better way to deliver it. Just like how traditional marketing is no longer so much of this. Many people are online. In fact, down to the newborn babes, they are now pressing smartphones. So you have to move whatever you're doing from traditional marketing to online marketing. So if you're just restricted to the traditional marketing, there's a whole lot of people you can't reach. So you have to learn what is going to work for you within the sphere of your business. And then if you're going to diversify, just learn to Google. Google is your best friend. Just Google it. I used to say, sometimes I just tell my friends, just Google it. Sometimes the question you're asking, just a Google away, just Google it. Just type it there and you see lots and lots of searches for you. By the time you go through all, you have a certain point. Or you want a practical way of like a visual, an audio visual way, use YouTube. You can get 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes way there. By the time you watch it, you will learn one or two things. It might not be everything you need, but you have somewhere to start. So you can even Google as a person, as a this is your business, skills relevant for this. Google just bring it out for you. You start from there. You do not have all you need, but at that point, you already know how to phrase your question for the next search you want to search. So just know that Google is your friend. Just Google it. Or if you have someone that is in the line and you're close to the person, and the person gave you the opportunity to ask questions, ask the person questions. So sometimes these people might not be available. They might want to help you, but they might not be available. So Google is your friend. Just use Google searching them.
Wow,
Thank you.
thank you very much, Matt. This is amazing. I hope Faith has the answer that Faith is looking for has been shared to her. Matt, thank you very, very, very much. I'm really grateful. I appreciate this amazing time you've
Welcome.
come to spend with us. Okay, we don't have any other question right now. Well, I think that was the last question for the time. You know, there's something you said that really touched me. You said you talked about principle, and I remembered what Fela Dutoye used to say. He would always say that a principle is a thing that will deliver similar or same results, notwithstanding who is applying it. So
Yes.
as long as you are working with the principles, you would have a similar or same result. It might not really be the same result with the person that applied it before, but it would definitely be similar. So apply the principles of success and you will be successful. Okay, Ma, before we go, do you have any last words to share with us tonight before we go?
All right. Okay. Yeah. Just be consistent. Be consistent. That is one principle that will make you successful in anything. Be consistent. And always invest in yourself. Invest money, invest time, invest intentionality, and be consistent. Anything you consistently work on will always grow. Everything you consistently work on will always grow. So if you don't work on it, it won't grow. If you're looking for a hit and run, if you're looking for a quick route, if you're looking for a shortcut, just get ready for a longer route, because it always brings you back to where you started from, no matter how short-lived that success will be. So always learn to be consistent, no matter what it is, and never be found in the same spot twice. So learn to invest in yourself, and grow. Be intentional about everything. Don't be passive about your life. Just be intentional. If you're going to start a business, do it intentionally. Don't just wait for things to be right. Don't wait for the money to come. Don't wait. There's always some place you can start from. Learn to learn from others. You don't know what you need to do that thing. You don't have, unless you invest in the knowledge base you actually need for that business or anything. So invest in all these people. There are people that have gone ahead of you. Learn from them. Be like a copycat. Just learn from them. Watch what they are doing. Adapt whatever they are doing. Tweak it where necessary. So you get your own model that will help you. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, man. That is very amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Victoria Ukpaka, she said, be consistent, invest in yourself, never be found in the same place twice, and learn from others. On this note, we are ending tonight's section of Quantum Leap Summit 2020. I'll see you guys tomorrow by 3 p.m. where we'll be having trader Kessie, who is going to be showing us crypto trading secrets no one told you about. If you're interested in cryptocurrency and blockchain, make it a day to us tomorrow by 3 p.m. as Trader Casey reviews to us the amazing secrets that the chat goddess revealed to him. Once again, we want to especially thank and appreciate Madam Victoria Ukpaka for coming around today and for sharing with us these unique principles for success, skills acquisition, and self-development. Thank you very, very much, ma. We really appreciate your presence and we honor and cherish you. We say God bless you. And to everyone who has
Yeah,
made the time to stay with us
it's a
today,
pleasure.
we appreciate each and every one of you. This is where we're going to end tonight's section. I'll see you guys tomorrow by 3 p.m. The recording will be out in the next 1 hour. So ensure you go to our YouTube channel or our Facebook group to watch the replay if you missed any part of it. This is a very amazing section. Okay, our YouTube link is youtube.com/c/Jams Academy. It's customized for everyone, so you'll be able to see what we have been doing over there. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming around. Thank you so much, Ma. We really appreciate you for taking this
It's a
time to
pleasure.
come and educate us. Okay, guys, this is where we're going to end tonight. Always remember, be consistent. Okay, be consistent, invest in yourself, never be found the same place twice, and finally, learn to learn from others. Good night, everybody, and God bless you all.
All right. Good night, everyone. Bye.